Hi, I'm Debbie. Let's talk overeating, binge eating diets. Diets just don't work for a lot of people in the long run. You may know people that always seem to be on a diet. You might be one of them, or the yo-yo diet. The diets work for a while, the weight comes off, and then it comes on again, and so on. That's because dieting involves using your willpower to restrict what you eat. And then that may work for a while, but then ultimately the subconscious reasons for you wanting to overeat, maybe even needing to overeat, override that, and the subconscious wins. So instead, I like to propose a different way of working, which is to look at those subconscious reasons why we want to overeat, address them instead. Now, in some cases, binge eating, overeating can be purely a habit. We've just built up associations, sitting on the sofa, picking up the crisps, automatically eating the crisps and so on. It's a bit like smoking in that regard for some people. It can be a habit, and just as hypnotherapy can work for smoking, it can work for weight loss as well. But sometimes additionally there's some other reasons. Emotional or comfort eating, have that association between feeling distressed or angry or whatever it is and wanting to eat. Now, if you think back to a parent perhaps who comforts a distressed or an angry or an upset or disappointed child with sweet treats, you can start to imagine where that association has come from. And we can work with that and undo that and create a new, better association. For some people, there's a bit of an internal conflict. And what I mean by that is I've had clients in my experience that part of them wants to give up and part of them doesn't. And what I mean by that is, I had a client once who was to be honest, was a workaholic. And the only time he relaxed was when he sat down and ate. And so the part of him that wanted him to relax more and enjoy life more thought, I'm going to get you to eat because that works. A positive intention for sure, but unintended consequence. And then another kind of internal conflict is, I can help you ask yourself the question, so what will I be and what will it mean when I lose that weight and keep that weight off? And sometimes the answer's surprising. So for example, I had a client once who, well, if I lose that weight, then I haven't got the excuse not to go for that promotion at work anymore. I'm using that as an excuse. Oh, and then I'd be in trouble because I don't really have the confidence. I don't think I'm good enough. And of course, these are just examples. And you may or may not know your underlying drivers for why you eat. And it really doesn't matter because we can work with them, whether they're subconscious or you may have an inkling of what they consciously are. And then once we deal with them, they're no longer pushing and pushing and pushing against your willpower. And then your diets will succeed if you decide to go on a diet or change your eating, and you'll be able to keep that weight loss off.